If you're watching this video right now, if I were to take a guess, you probably get a ton of information every single day. I bet you have emails piling up in your inbox. You probably have trainings you paid hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for, but never got through them. Heck, you probably even have stacks of books and magazines taller than me you plan on getting through one day, and it just doesn't seem to happen. Nowadays, finding information is the super easy part. Getting your hands on the right stuff and actually doing something with it seems to be the issue. So we're going to give you a complete system that will help you get through the mountains of information you have right now and kill information overload once and for all. Brian Kallicay here with Systems Underground, and today we're going to give you our 5-step system that will simplify the process of using the information you have piling up on your computer and in your office. So let's jump in. Step 1 of our 5-part system is setting priorities and goals. You see, in order to reduce the amount of bad information in your life, you need to set up a filter to determine what is good from what is not. The simplest way to do this is to set personal and professional goals. Whatever information doesn't line up with these goals will be considered bad information and will be filtered out in our next step, which is info editing. Once you have your goals set, you can now begin to set up filters for the information that is thrown at you on a daily basis. Here are a few helpful ways to edit out the bad info. Use the free app to manage your email called Unroll.me. You can use this app to unsubscribe from old subscriptions you don't use or roll up less important emails into a single message to view on a daily basis. This declutters the inbox and ensures you don't miss anything. The next thing you can do is unfollow people who subtract value and energy on social media platforms. You know who I'm talking about. To take this a step further, be sure to leave useless social media groups and discussions. Finally, cancel any magazine subscriptions and newsletters that aren't lined up with your goals. Now that you've reduced the bad, it's time to ensure you're getting the good. Be sure you have subscribed to the info that does actually line up with your goals and prioritize the delivery of this content. You can do this by dragging important emails to your main folder, starring them, and putting them in a folder after you've read them. This tells your email provider that you would like to keep getting their content. You can also subscribe to any relevant RSS feeds and use an RSS reader to give you a clean list of all the new content published by the feeds you're following online. Finally, if you're consuming info offline, be sure to keep up to date with new book releases, magazine issues, and podcast subscription from sources that will help you grow personally and professionally. Step 3 of this system is to organize everything. At this point, we've reduced the bad and increased the good. Now it's time to get the good stuff organized so you can apply it in your life or business. To do this, we recommend you take these steps. First, use helpful apps such as Evernote and Evernote Web Clipper to organize information you find online into a notebook inside of Evernote that you can consume at a later date. For books, magazines, and newsletters, or anything physical for that matter, be sure to have a file bin in your office to store these so they don't get lost in the shuffle of life or thrown away when they shouldn't. For certifications, courses, or programs you may have purchased, simply put your login credentials inside of a note in Evernote that the rest of your digital info is stored on. This will act as your reminder to keep working on your course. Now that your information is organized, it's time to do something with it. Step 4 is scheduling your information for consumption. For this step, we recommend that you set aside a 30 to 90 minute time block to consume your organized information. How you do this is totally up to you. It can be done daily, weekly, or even monthly. Personally, I like to work on my courses or certifications 30 minutes a day, Monday through Fridays from 1 to 1:30 p.m. I listen to my podcast when I'm running errands or driving from one location to the next. If I hear a great tip on one of them, I simply make a voice memo on my phone and add it to my Evernote notebook later. Finally, on Sunday mornings, I take 60 minutes to go over any important digital info or emails I've archived from the past week inside my Evernote notebook. That's my schedule. Now it's time to plan your information schedule. Remember, it doesn't have to be anything fancy, but it does pay to do this step now. When we consume the right information, we're learning and growing. And in life, you're either growing or dying. There's no such thing as maintenance, and you know that. So do this step and keep feeding your success for the future. Okay, I'm down off my soapbox now. Let's jump into step 5. This is the big one. Actually consume the information you have scheduled to learn. You can plan it all you want, but until you do something with this information, it's literally 100% useless. So now is the time to act. Well, I hope you have a better idea of how to kill information overload in your life. We would really like to know, what is your system for organizing and applying information? Be sure to comment below this video and drop some wisdom on us. Also be sure to subscribe to our channel to get more helpful systems just like this one that will make your life even easier. We'll see you next week. We would really like to know... What? No?
Don't listen to me.
Messing with my flow, man. Like I have a flow. Like centered with the force, or like centered with the camera? Or both?
Neither. Just roll with it.
Dang it.